Getting the stink out of your sink might be a whole lot easier than you might think. Coming right up. You may have noticed walking into your bathroom from time to time an odor that you really can't pinpoint where it's coming from. There's a good chance that it's coming from the drain of your sink. You can pour down chemicals and that will help get some of it out, but really the best way to do it is to get a brush down there and clean it out. So the first thing we need to do is take out the stopper mechanism, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Don't let that scare you. It's not terribly difficult. So we'll first pull out all the yucky hair, and then we'll put a brush down there and clean it out, and we'll add a little bit of soap. I have a mixture of bleach that I'll squirt down there, clean it out, make it smell a whole lot better. All right, let's go over some of the tools that I use for this particular project. Needle nose pliers, so we can get down into the drain and pull out any of that hair that we can get easily with these guys. Goggles. Once we get into it, it might be a good idea to have some goggles on in case there's stuff flying out of the drain. You don't want anything to come back out of there and hit you in the eye. Use that. Good time to maybe snake out the drain all the way down through the trap there. If you have one of these guys. If you don't, it's pretty inexpensive. Good thing to have. I use it with the tub mostly, but I also use it with the sink drain just to make sure that trap is cleared out. Let's show you what we'll be doing, and then I'll show you some of the tools I do it with. This is an old tail pipe that I have, drain pipe. We take out this here. This is where the lever goes in to move this guy up and down. Okay, so unscrew that. It's a nut that's, for the most part, on there hand tight. If you have an older drain, it might be corroded. If it's metal, it might be rusted on. You might need to give a little bit more force, but be gentle on your pipes. You don't want to disrupt anything if it's working well. Also, if you have a fixed top up here, then you may not be able to do this. You might have to go the chemical route or take off the P-trap that goes down here, or the trap that goes down here. I prefer not to disturb anything if I don't have to. So we just unscrew this here. It comes out pretty easily. And pull this out, and that's going to open up your drain. Now, probably the most important thing, well, let's back up here. I did buy a plug. This is an actual plug to put in here. As you can see, my plug just barely doesn't really fit in this one. So if you're going to go the plug route, you can put a plug in there as you're working. I would get one that's a little bit smaller than this. I don't know what size this is. It's probably 3/4 of an inch up top here down to about a 1/2 inch there, or maybe so. Just get a smaller one. The reason why you might want to use this to plug it up is if you can't reach your hand around to the back while you're working on it, if you can't reach your hand around to the back to work on it, then you'll have to plug it up somehow so the water doesn't come out there. What I will use today is just taking a rag and holding against the back there as I'm running water down the drain and cleaning it out. Okay, so this rag's going to hold enough water. There's not a whole lot of water that gets through there. It's a drop or two, but you want to cover that up. If that's too hard, then look for a plug. Put over that. Put that in there as you're working, and of course you take that out when you're done. So what do we do? Here's the magic touch right here. Once you get all the hair out, then we're going to take this brush, just put it down there. We're going to clean it. As we're running water, the water's going to wash down, and when we're done, I'll squirt in some bleach to help clean that out, and it's going to make our drain smell nice and fresh. Okay, the other tool that I'm using is a Trumpet cleaning snake. Okay, so this is about 2.5 feet long, maybe 3 feet. It has a little brush on each end, and you can use this to get into the overflow of your sink. You can use this in any of the sinks in your house. We happen to have a few trumpets in the house, a few trumpet players in the house, and if you don't have one of these handy little snakes at home, go to a music store and ask for a trumpet cleaning snake. They have them for trumpets, they have them for trombones. Any brass instrument has a cleaning snake. The other thing, let's not forget what we're going to do when we pull things out. When you take this out of the drain, it's going to be kind of gooey. So I just have a little cup, throw it in there. I also throw the drain, the arm that attaches to this into the cup. And then I take this to a different bathroom and I wash everything up with my toothbrush. The other thing you want to have handy is a trash can so that when you pull out that goop of hair, it can go right into the trash can. Okay? Maybe some gloves would be a great idea too. Here we go. First thing we're going to do here is take out the nut right here. Just going to unscrew this. This is plastic, so you don't want to use too much pressure as far as a tool. This is just a finger or hand tightening device here. It's all plastic. So we just unscrew that. Should come out pretty easily, and gently just give a tug on that and back it out. There we go. Okay, so I have my my tools here. I'm gonna pull this out, drop it into the trash can over here, which is already kind of gross. All right, let's see what we have here. Not too bad on there. I'm gonna take this downstairs and wash it out, get some of that grime off of there. But take a look down there. Okay, so looking down in here, you got plenty of stuff. I don't see as much right there as I was hoping I would, so I might need to run that snake down there. Maybe the clog is down there in the snake, or down there in the trap. Let's see what we got here. Pull this part out. Hey. Nice. Look at that. That's some grimy stuff. See this stuff here? See that black stuff? That's what's coated on the side, inside of the piping going down there. No wonder why it smells. Got that. Actually not too bad down here. Actually can't believe that's all that was backing up my drain. All right, time for this guy. I'm gonna run this down, see what I get down there. I've never run this down here before. I normally always just run this into the tub. This is the first time I put this down this drain. Maybe that's why it's a little backed up. All right, a little tug here. There we go. Yeah, there's not too much on that. Okay, so I'll shrink this back up. Okay, now here comes the fun part. I'm going to take this brush and put it down in the drain. At the same time I'm doing that, I'm going to put this around the back hole where the drain plug mechanism I just unscrewed. Depending on what type of setup you have, we have a pedestal sink here, so it's pretty easy for me to reach around. If you have a bigger setup, then you might need to use the plug that I showed you at the beginning. That's an option. I found this to be just as easy. Just wrap this around, and the water really doesn't seep through, and anything that does seep through just goes into the towel. Not a whole lot of water goes out towards that plug, believe it or not. So here we go. All right, so get my towel in place first. Gonna press that up against that opening in the back there. Turn on the water. Ooh, get some of this gooey stuff down. Turn on the water here. And then give it a nice cleaning here. All the way down as far as I can go. And should have my goggles on at this point. Yeah, I got my goggles on now in case anything blows back, squirts back in my face. looking pretty good. And not too much water on this rag. Really got wet at all. All right, so let's see how the trumpet snake does here. Clean out the overflow. Just run it down in there. See what comes out. Oh, not too bad, good. Not too much goes down these holes, obviously. So they probably all come out the same spot. This one. Yeah, I think that's an opening there. There's an opening on this side. Honestly, I don't want to get this stuck in there, so that's why I kind of stopped where I did. Yeah, nice. Okay. There. There. And there's one right there, too. And there's one here. All right, so I will put this into the bucket. All right, let's do that one more time. I'll find that plug. There we go. Get this little rinser. This really stinks, this stuff. Set that down there. There we go. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to do is take my my bleach water mixture, squirt it down there, let it do a little cleaning. Okay, so I'll just kind of run that. And I could pour some straight in there, I know that. Probably be easier than trying to use a squirt bottle, but that's all I had. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, and this goes back into the bucket. Don't put it into your sink drawer in the kitchen, right? You don't want to use that again for anything other than your sink. Okay, so I just went downstairs to the kitchen and cleaned out using my toothbrush here. Clean this guy off. You're never going to get that super clean, but it's all right to go back in. And then this guy here cleaned up pretty well too. So it was pretty grimy before. Now it looks like that. I'm not wearing gloves. I recommend maybe you consider wearing gloves when you're working with this. The only thing I really touched actually was when I was cleaning this, because everything else I did with the pliers. I just used the brush and so forth. The only time you actually touch something that's a little gooey is this guy here. So a pair of gloves is probably a good idea. All right, so let's get all this back in. We're gonna hand tighten. We'll hand tighten this back in, making sure it goes in here. Okay, it's gonna go in like that eventually when we get it back into the sink. You may have noticed that I did not have that little clip under the sink. That is to keep the controller arm on. I'm not even sure what the name of all these things are, but I'm just making it up as I go along. But the piece that comes down here, there should be a clip behind it. I took that clip off because it was kind of a irritating pain in the neck to get back on every time I clean the drain. So I just left it off, and I think it got sucked up in the vacuum cleaner. We don't actually use this anymore, but I put it back in because, of course, you need to have the tailpipe sealed with this here. Okay, let's get it back together. Okay, and when we turn it on, look at that. Voila. Running real good. Okay, so that's essentially it. Once I put the nut back on the drain, I check it from time to time to make sure there's no leak. But as you can see, it's not really a big deal getting a nice, clean, odor-free drain. It only takes about a half hour to do it. It's taken me a lot longer today because I'm moving my camera around and all that. But for you, it should only take about a half hour. Don't be afraid to take that back piece off. If it is corroded, or if you have a fixed top over top of the drain, you might need to go the chemical route, but this is a quick and easy way for you to do it without chemicals. All right, so go ahead and put a hammer down on the like button if you got a little value out of this video, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks for stopping by Lenderman Shop.